various media stations. It's our pleasure to invite you here as part of an effort to broaden public knowledge on our revenue regulations and the effort of our government to reform the Ministry of Internal Affairs from Ministry of Internal Affairs into Ministry of Local Government. These efforts are efforts that the country has fought for over years. Successive governments have made attempts to decentralize and create systems to devolve our government and take it closer to our people. Many of the efforts have not been successful. We've called you here today as media because you have a very important role to play in our country. You are the disseminators of information. You reach out to where an ordinary person cannot reach. Your information helps in every level of dissemination. So today we are here because we believe this law is very important for our country. This law will help to improve service delivery to the ordinary people. Many of our people who want to process just a driver license or a birth certificate will have to travel from Grand Crew or from Bakpulu or from Bopulu to Monrovia. And sometimes when they come to Monrovia, bureaucracy within our governmental system sometimes delay them for sometimes months. Processes that should have taken sometimes 72 hours, they take sometimes 3 months to process those documents. Sometimes at the end, they are unable to get those documents because a lot of kickback are required along the way. When they come to Monrovia, supervisors who have responsibility to do these things, they think they should be bribed or giving some tips before these processes be carried out. For the several years we've had, these processes have hindered the development of our people, and because our government is overly centralized, our people's voices that should be heard in the decision-making process in our country have not been heard. Today, it should be a pleasure for you media people and for all of us in civil society, business people, and everyone, that we are now discussing processes of making sure that revenue will be shared for the gold that our people continue to watch over, for the trees that our people continue to watch over, for the diamonds that we have that we boast about, but we have no access to the revenue that comes from those diamonds. It should be a pleasure and happiness. Many of us today who are in Monrovia, we come from rural settlements. Our villages still remain remote. Our infrastructures are declining by the day. We need these things for our growth, and we need these things for the upcoming and the future generations of our country. So we believe you will play a very important role because these informations are very crucial and critical for the overall expansions of services that we need for our rural parts, to make sure that local government can provide the needed services that they need and become more functional, to make sure that city governments can provide the services that are needed, to make sure that garbages and other sanitation services that they need to provide are provided at the county level and the city level. Subnational governments are dead because of our centralized system. Today is an opportunity for all of us. So you are here today, we want to ask you all of the information that you're going to be collecting from here. The information, utilize your platforms, your radio, whichever platform, television stations, your newspapers. Those of us who are unique for those particular platforms will read them and will hear them. And it will be a greater contribution, that you'll be making as a citizen of our country. We are happy today that you are here. We want to make sure that we all take this event very seriously. We take it very seriously as well, because this funding from the UNDP is very, very great for us. It may not be as huge as anybody would want to think about it, but the outcome would serve a great purpose for our country and the unborn future. We want to thank the Governing Commission. They've been very helpful. The Internal Affairs Ministry is now here today, and all of the relevant actors that have been very active in driving this process. We are very grateful to the contributions, the expertise that you brought to this cause. So again, thank you, and we hope to remain engaged with you. This is just an event involving you, but going forward in the next couple of months, there will be a lot of engagement that will come over. Thank you, and I hope this event is okay.